Hello, beautiful people. How are we? It's some late night Jack. I thought, you know what? United have lost. It's a slightly better weekend for that, even if Everton did win. Let's play some Football Manager. That's the plan for today. Scotched Egg Free. Fantastic username, mate. Thank you so much for the new Prime sub. Welcome aboard, my friend. How are we, everyone? How are we, everyone? Are we good? A little bit of late night, mate. I'll be honest. You know, it's not going to be the longest stream tonight. I just want to win some games. I'm not ending the stream until I win a game, which I know what you're thinking. That can't be that bad, Jack. Oh, my word. Yesterday was fun, wasn't it? Yeah, yesterday was a stream and a half. If you missed it, we're still not winning the league. 4 games into the season. My next league games, Liverpool, Newcastle, Fulham, and there's some Champions League in there. Up the Champo. Jabovi. Sorry, I can't read names, apparently. Mate, thank you so much for the Prime. Evening to you too. It's a bit late for evening, but it's evening somewhere in the world, right? It's evening somewhere in the world. How are we all? Love the round table video. Glad to hear. Yeah, it was a good chat, I think. I enjoyed it. Hopefully people enjoyed watching it, even if they didn't always agree with everything that everyone said. It was a good day for Inter Milan fans in my save. I beat AC Milan 8-0. For some reason, Cameron, I was thinking that was in real life they'd played each other tonight. And I was sat thinking, I watched the wrong game. But how are we doing, everyone? We're just going to play a load of Football Manager tonight and try and win a game. For people who missed it, I spent a lot of money on Buadi yesterday. I know what you're thinking. Buadi for Norwich. 3rd season. How much? Too much. Too much is 120 million. Relegation release clause. Minimum release clause. It might be a mistake. Do you reckon if I get relegated, they'll stick with me? Let's not think like that. We've got to win. We've got to win a game today, right? We've got to. LOFC Gaming, mate, thank you for the Prime Soul. Another first-time primer. We love to see it. Welcome on board. Oh, right. Liverpool. You know what? We're just going to play some matches and try and win some games. That's the plan. That's the plan. We also need to register our Champions League squad, where I am going to have to make some decisions. Not everyone is going to be able to make the team. Is my best approach here just to try and register as many people as I can, and then when I hit the limit, then stop doing it? Is that the best play? Also, it's annoying that the under-21s with the darker colour don't need to be registered. The lighter ones are just available for my under-21s. It's always annoying seeing the difference between those different shades. How close am I to registering everyone here? I think I've got to unregister 2 players. I think it's 2 players you need to unregister. I could be wrong. It might be 3, actually. Poor planning from me. That's all I'm going to say. Mr. Bro Bacon, fantastic username. How are you, chat? I had a bacon butty for breakfast today. Up the bacon. I'm doing very good, Mushroom Man. Well, you know what? I'm doing well, kind of in general. In this save game, it was shit yesterday, and we have to do better. Yeah, I want to apologise to the fans. I've seen the comments of "Am I Arnie Slot in disguise?" I've read those bits of feedback. Very much appreciated. Thank you if you left that. I need to unregister 1 more player. I think Guagua can go. Guagua and Sabra I can unregister. The next one is a tricky one. Guagua does need to be registered. So the under-21 rule, chat, only applies if the player has already been at the team 2 years. Which, because I arrived just over 2 years ago, unless I signed a player in the very first transfer window, they don't qualify. I feel like Buziane will... Did I sign him on deadline day? I feel like Buziane should qualify, but maybe he's too old. I feel like he doesn't need to be registered, but it might be tomorrow I find out, and the deadline day's today, so that's not how it works. The issue I've got is, chat, I could unregister like a goalie, but it doesn't get me under the limit because both my backup goalies are homegrown. So not ideal. We've got to unregister 1 more player. And I'm thinking about who is going to be the least of an issue to unregister. It's probably Tremonti. He's going to have a bitch fit about it. Isn't there a filter for does not need to be registered? It doesn't work from the looks of things. Is that working? It's hiding some players. I kind of don't want to hit clear all. You know what? I'll do clear all and click the filter again. The do not need to be registered button does not work. The button I was told about yesterday doesn't work. I'll chat the undo button doesn't work. I'll go do it all over again. Of course the undo button doesn't work. Why would the undo button work? It's a strong start to the stream today, right? I can remember who's not registered, so we're okay. But yeah, it's a good practice for my my clicking. Look at that chat. That's precision up until Ryan. Unregistered Buadi. Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should do that. Madman Adam, another first-line Prime sub. Can I just ask, for everyone who's new around here, have you just kind of stumbled across the channel because of the new Football Manager and you're just getting into the game? Have you just discovered content online, or did you just decide that you hated me for the first however many years you've watched content and you finally come around to the idea that I'm an absolute hunk of a man? Okay, maybe not that last little bit. But I am curious. Like, I notice even on the YouTube videos and stuff, there's like a lot of new people coming in. I do wonder if, you know, for as flawed as this game is, maybe it is helping new people get into the series a little bit. To be fair, I watched you for 6 years before subscribing on Twitch. You know what? Fair point. Fair point, Smogfather. Chat, I was looking at something the other day. I was looking at my streamiversary. I've been streaming as a Twitch partner for over 12 years. I feel like I should do something with my Twitchiversary, but my Twitchiversary is always it's at the start of October, which is never when the new Football Manager's out, and the previous Football Manager's just kind of died. Chat, the transfer window for England summary here. Been playing a lot. What's your YouTube? I haven't caught you on Twitch yet. Also, you're a hunk. Stop it, you. Stop it. Chris Dugard, how are we? 20 months is 6 times less than 120 million. Just saying. Thank you for the support, Chris. Thank you for the support, chat. Harvey Barnes has had his contract just terminated. That's kind of mad, is it not? Is Harvey Barnes any good? I feel like he shouldn't be so bad in FM that they're just releasing him after 2 years. I mean, is that a bug? Would a Premier League player get their contract terminated on deadline day? Is that a thing? I feel like that's not something that happens. I don't know why I'm looking at signings. If anything, chat, I need to stop. But I could get like Willa Ditter in. No, stop, Jack. Stop. Deadline day is the one thing I don't need today. We keep going forward. Jack, can you play a weekend side against Liverpool? No. I need to beat Liverpool in this save game. I'm sorry to fellow Liverpool fans. Menzo's work permit. Who's Menzo? Oh, it's the guy I'm selling. All right, that's good. They can give him one of the ESC slots. My board have just loaned out Salinas, who was going to get homegrown in country after one more year, and they've loaned him to Spain. Chat, this is why I should have taken over my staff responsibilities for loaning players. Well, that's annoying, because he would have been homegrown at club. Oh, no, a club in nation. You know what? It's fine. We're not short on those at the moment. I could alt F4, chat, but we don't save scum even for stuff like this. What's Buadi's relegation release clause? 61 million. As an IRL Liverpool fan, do you think you can stave off relegation? Look, we're not Manchester United levels of bad yet. Oh, Durasimi, stop crying. Stop crying. Get me to the game against Liverpool. I want to play some football matches. I just want to win a league game. It's not going to be a super late night stream, chat, because I've still got to edit tomorrow's Park to Prem video. But The wife's in bed on her Switch. The dog's chilling out. The house is settled. So it's time for me to have my annual breakdown. I say annual. No, it's not annual. It's my daily breakdown in this save game, I feel like, at the moment. Right, get me to this next game. Don't think Slot will be there at Christmas. I don't see a world where Liverpool would sack Slot before, like, the end of the year. Which might seem mental. But I think you give him a bit of time. I don't feel like it's this pressing need to get rid of him immediately. In the same way that when City was struggling last year through November, there wasn't this, pep out wasn't really a thing. If I win against Liverpool, is the stream just over? Maybe. Maybe for my own sanity chat, I should just end on a high. But yeah, people who missed it, our summer transfer window consisted of just signing Buadi and Addons. We signed Addons from Liverpool, who I actually maintain is a very good pickup for us because we needed a homegrown in-country player. He's 21, he's English, great potential. Big fan. I mean, he's very good, right? For a 21-year-old, I think pretty good. He's like a baby Xerxes for me. Klopp is 2-1 favourites to be the next permanent Liverpool manager. Honestly, chat, when it comes to betting odds on managers, I'd say 99% of the time it's just a load of shit. It is just a load of shit. I really wouldn't read into anything like that. In some ways, I feel like the bookies do that so that you then go check out the odds and attempt to make a flutter on something else. I mean, that is literally why they do it. I'm in the hospital and thought I was going to have a nice game watching United win comfortably, so maybe please help me with the calm, Jack. There won't be calm here. I don't think. I'll try. I can try and be... What are we in the hospital for, Midwest Kane? Like, is it something where we need to keep the heart rate low, or if I'm getting screamy and shouty, is that going to be okay? I don't want, like, if you're like on a heart monitor right now and I start screaming and shouting and it spikes and the nurses come charging and I don't want to be responsible. So, we just need to plan ahead. Also, I hope you get better soon, mate. Whatever's keeping you in the hospital. Really should have led with that, shouldn't I? But too awkward. If Slot goes, would I like Alonso as his replacement? Chat, I don't think Slot's going anywhere. Maybe I'm naive. I'm still in the mindset of, I just think Liverpool will just go through one of those spells that many great teams have gone through. Right, chat, I'm not ending the stream today before I win a league game. Now, if I beat Liverpool in the league, like, that doesn't mean that the stream just ends, to be clear. I just want to win one game. That's the benchmark we're setting. We didn't win in 4 league games yesterday. And I've not got that many league games, really, because I've got Champions League to worry about as well. Right. I'm not changing anything. You know what? I'm not changing anything. We stick with what we know. Dan through Simi, Tremonti, Oscar, Uma, Miller, Heaven, Herrera. That's a great team. Chat, this is a great team that we have. This is a great footballing establishment squad that should not need changes. I think we put Buziane on the bench, though. Right, let's go. Let's just win the first game so I can be happy. Let's just win the first game so I can be happy. Yesterday, chat, it took me being Preston North End in the Carabao Cup to end the stream. It can't happen again, can it? McCarthy, someone going, it can. This team's great. It's the same team as last year. It's just got Buadi in. It's just got Buadi in. Look at their team. It's Wirtz v Buadi. That's all the press have been talking about. The £200+ million flops. Right, come on, the boys. We're here. It's Carrow Road. It's bouncing. It's bouncing. The end of Season 2 ended with us finishing 5 points off winning the Premier League. We ended up finishing 5th. It was probably the closest top of the Premier League I've seen in Football Manager. But annoyingly, Man City had already won the title going into the final day and lost on the final day to make it look closer. All right, let's go. Let's go. Everyone lock in. Imagine a kick-off goal. That'd be fun. Referee, that would have been frimponged. I give him a bucking for that, surely. They're playing frimpong at right mid. Interesting. Is Mo injured or is Mo, like, washed 3 years in? And they've still got a very good team even with no Mo. Away? What is that? I don't like it. Cody Gakpo, I love. Imagine if Vert scores that. Then I'm looking at Buadi thinking, why can't you be more like him? Great save. We love that. I'm going to be honest. I don't think we expect to win this game. When I look at the team on paper. Also, isn't he only good in Football Manager? Because I guess he starts out with a long-term injury like in real life. He looks all right. I know I'm going to jinx it. Is this year's FM easier than previous? Chat, can I be completely honest with you? I think FM has always been quite an easy game if you know what you're doing. I think this year it is... I don't know if it's... I think it's easier because there's more tactical options. So there's like new stuff to do. But I don't think it's like suddenly radically like super more easy. I think often I see complaints from people going, the game's got too easy now. I'm sat thinking it always has been. It's just you've got better and figured out the game through hundreds of hours. Have I used overlapping centre-backs this year? No, I haven't. There's certain roles, Chad, that typically just never do that well. I'm sure I'll experiment with it at some point, but I've never had, like, the need to. Also, don't know why I'm wearing a hoodie today. It's really hot in this room. Under all the lights. Chat, how's the lighting looking, by the way? If you've been watching the videos this week, the Parks Prem ones, can you tell that I had to change cameras or does it just look the same? I'm hoping you're all going to just say, it looks the same, Jack, because that is the correct, it is the same camera, just swapped. But I lost all the settings that were all set up nicely. And it's one of those things where as soon as you change the camera a little bit, it's never framed the exact same way ever again. I'm hoping it, you know, it's like The Office meme. It's the same image. That's what it should look like. This was the old camera. It died. The shutter is stuck. If anyone knows someone who repairs cameras in the London area, slide in my DMs or something. Because the shutter is stuck and I can't fix it. So I bought an identical camera because this one is like 6 years old. And I feel like it served me well. Bloody scores! Sorry, the wife's sleeping. The wife's sleeping. The wife's sleeping. The wife... Oh, she's not... She's in the chat. Okay, we're fine. Jack, is your stomach feeling funny? You know what? It is. I've got a fire in my belly because Buadi's here. Come on! Also, chat, we had... What's the name of the thing that we had today, Wok? We had spicy noodles today for lunch. I can't remember what they're called. I feel like it was two animals. Was it bulldog noodles? Apparently the brand is banned in Denmark, according to my wife, but I don't know if that's just school ground rumours. I think it's quite a famous brand of very spicy noodles. It was absolutely delicious. I loved them. Bulldog noodles. They're very nice. Big fan. Lawless, I'm going to the tier 1. Not thank you for the message. Incoming ACL injury for Buadi. Don't do that. Don't do that. But yeah, I had bulldog noodles, chat. So I might be up in the morning. That's all I'm going to say. It was illegal for a short while in Denmark. So you're telling me I won't get arrested at the border anymore? They were nice. I quite like the spice. Right, let's get another goal. Chat, just end the stream after one game today. I mean, look, Buadi scored. Buadi scored. If we get another, I'm on the pitch. I'm taking off my shirt and the hoodie. Oh, Prince has won it. Dinks it. Ugaude. I wish that VAR was fixed. There's no jeopardy here, is there? Because it's popped up saying it's a goal. Right, I need to, chat, it's too hot. I'm getting, oh, this is dangerous. Oh, no, you know what, we're good. Oh, I've not thought this through. I'm pulling my shirt over my head like one of those players who doesn't want to get booked for taking off their shirt. Come on! Oh, I knocked the thing off the back of the chair. Everything's fine. I should probably be making subs here, but it's okay. Beating Liverpool and Buadi scored. Does it get better than this? I don't think it does. Great jersey. Shout. That's why I'm streaming later, chat. If I stream later, get the New Zealanders in. Shit. Who's Wormbrand? Regen ? Probably a really well-known footballer that I've just never heard of. Klaus, dude, thank you for the 14 months. It's absolute bedlam here. Chat, who is this bloke who scored against me? Is he real? I assume he must be real because we're only 2 years into a save game. Wormbrand. Let's have a look. He's real. He's one header with 10 jumping reach. I'm absolutely fine. I don't know why I've added a D on the end of fine. Because I'm not fine. Wiedrego's tired. Right, Buziane on. Ryan Xerxes had a stinker. Dan's against his former club. Get Durasinmi in the team as well. Can Jada Dans do it against his former club? Oh, it's absolute chaos. Bobby X Blaxer here. Thank you very much for the Prime. Appreciate you a lot. Shout out to all the Prime subs. It's been like 4 or 5 first-time Prime subs tonight. Shout out to the people discovering Amazon Prime. Is anyone eyeing up any Friday Prime deals? Are we good now? Are we back? I just had to restart my game. I should have done that last night. Why don't I think to restart the game to reset the luck modifier last night? Come on. We have scored 3 goals from 5 shots on target. Thing is, we've only actually lost 1 of our first 5 games after this. It's just we've drawn a fuck ton. Wilco, 188 FM, 3 times the tier 1. Dude, I appreciate you a lot. And also, Wolf Ream TG, thank you for the Prime. Another first-time Primer. I appreciate you. Oh, another one. Dan's has scored against Liverpool. They sold him to me. They're going to regret it. Chat, we're back. Right, but let's end the stream. Thank you for watching, everyone. Great stream today. Great life. Okay, yeah, you know what? We'll keep playing. You know what? Come on. Townsend Day. Thank you for the 2 months of the tier 1. Your name is Townsend with an E on the end. I like to imagine you're the slightly more continental cousin of the footballer Townsend. Has anyone ever made a walk the space joke? My wife has the handle walk the space on social media. And the dog has the handle woof the space on TikTok. If you're a TikToker and you just want to see dog content. Liverpool are awful, aren't they? They're awful. Blimey, it's realistic. That's all I'm going to say. Townsend 2806. 2 Townsend subbing back to back. That's got to mean something. That's got to mean something. More accurate Arnie Slot performance chat. Look, I'm fragile. We can't talk about this on stream. This is a safe space for Liverpool fans. Ignore the scoreline on the pitch and the fact the game's probably being realistic. Oh. Surprised the SI Ninjas haven't come for you after the Benji pod /vid. Oh, the round table was fun. Not been murdered yet. Still time. I hear they target you in your sleep, to be fair. Getting into FM26 just now, I need to ask if I need to update to some beta version on Steam or is the new normal version fully updated. The normal version is currently up to date. The beta branch gets updated first, though. There is actually a minor difference at the moment. The non-beta build, I believe, has the match stats during highlights working, which the beta build doesn't. But generally speaking, the beta build is the better one to be on. Chat, I made 1 sub. No, I didn't. That's a lie. I made 3 subs. Using all your subs is overrated in modern football. Come on! Very happy. Prince Imoko was dying on the sideline. He was like laying on the ground, arm up, begging me to take him off. Absolutely not. We're so back. We're so back. Addons gets one over. Scored against his former club. How much did I buy him for? 37. Okay, that's not as cheap as I thought it was, if I'm being honest. I still feel like that's a good deal. Yeah, good idea, chat. Save the game. Does anyone else, if they get a good result in Football Manager, instantly save? It's like when you're a little kid and you're playing Pokemon and you save between each round of the Elite Four. Do you know what I mean? We all did it. Don't pretend you didn't. Does it count as cheating? You let me know. Where are we in the odds? Not high. 2,000 to 1. We're going to win it. We're going to win it. Right, great stream, everyone. Now, we can keep playing now without the pressure of feeling like I have to win a game. How's the state of the game out at the moment after all the game updates? I feel like the latest build introduced a few new issues, but in general, it's a lot better than it was. I do think if you just don't like the new UI, like this update isn't going to magically fix that for you. But if your issues with the game kind of existed elsewhere, and maybe that stopped you from giving the UI a chance because you just found other aspects of the game frustrating, I do think it's in a better spot. I've been watching since the initial Lewis save. Shout out to you, my friend. I'm 30 next month. That's not that old, don't you worry. We've got like 65-year-olds and Kevin Chapman in the chat occasionally. Do I think I'll do another Leon Lifestyle playthrough again? Probably not, just because I think streaming occupies a similar space. But I have been considering doing some kind of series where it's kind of more, I want to say, guide-based. The thing is, I kind of hate guides where they go, here's how you play the game, because I actually don't think there's a right or wrong way to play Football Manager. I feel like if I did any video like that, it'd be kind of a, hey, here's how I play the game. Because I think even this kind of save game is a testament to the fact you don't have to do everything in the game and min-max everything. You can experiment with weird and wonderful tactics and still have a reasonable level of success. But I enjoyed Leon Live. Leon Live was kind of a product of its time, I think, a little bit. Okay, well, you know what? Guago and Saba aren't happy, but because they're young, they're not going to kick off about it. They've not got the influence to get people on side either. What I could see myself doing is maybe once Park to Prem finishes, if there is going to be a substantial update to the game for the World Cup and we get a load of new people being introduced to Football Manager, which I think is probably going to be a very likely thing. I think there's going to be a big push, probably in conjunction with FIFA, to do Football Manager stuff around the World Cup, and we might see a lot of new people playing the game for the first time. And I think if that happens, like there might even be a demand to do like a live Let's Play series then, as lots of people are discovering the game. You can add face packs while you're mid-save. Any plans for a foreign save after Park to Prem? I'll be honest, chat, probably not. I think well, maybe if it's a live save game. I've not got plans right now. That's not to say it wouldn't be the plan. It's just I've not really planned beyond Park to Prem. It's kind of hard to plan what to do with this year's Football Manager given like the state of the game and how much it might be changing. Like, we know there are some big content updates coming, but we don't know what they are. Like, there could be some crazy stuff or new leagues added midway through the year, and I think, oh my gosh, I should manage one of those leagues. Or, you know, maybe international management looks unreal. Right, am I going full strength here? I guess we just play the same team that just demolished Liverpool, right? Dortmund, Champo. It's our Champions... we get the Champions League stuff, don't we? Oh! Do I think there's any plans to release a PC version of FM26? I've got some awful news for you, Penfold Gaming. I'll be honest, chat. The console version of the game is shit. Not shit. It's just... It's no better than the PC version. If you think the PC version is the console version, I've got some awful news for you. Right. Oh. I wish they had the player faces for this cutscene, but I know not all the leagues are licensed. It probably wouldn't look as good. If only there's a way to add player faces in. Oh, come on! We're here! We've arrived! The last time the Champions League anthem was playing at Carroll Road, well, actually, it wasn't the Champions League anthem back then. 1994? Was it 94 or 93? Norwich beat Bayern Munich that year in Europe. We're back! We're back! Come on! God, that Dortmund kit is hideous, isn't it? Is that not a bit of a kit clash? I can't really blame anyone for not thinking this game would ever happen. Come on! Daddy Bear's Beard. Dude, thank you for the 7 months of the Prime. I was wondering where your username was going for a moment there. The internet has corrupted me. I appreciate it, mate. Thank you. Come on! Now, we've just beaten Liverpool at home. We're now at home against Dortmund. I think 2 for 2 to start today's stream. I think that's got to be the dream. We Drea go. Buadi. How's he missed that? It wasn't even blocked. Buadi should have had an assist. And that is an assist to Buadi's end of season stats. Oh, right. No. 2D is better. You're just wrong. Just wrong. Sorry, 2D fans. If you think 2D's better, then you're on a toaster. I'm sorry. How's someone who started their content doing 2D? Oh, Prince. Oh, we should score that, Ugaldi. Did the wife banish you to the sofa? No, but the dog tried to. The dog wouldn't let me go in the bed. He was guarding the bed. The dog is at his 7-month-old teenage phase. And I wanted to get into bed last night. He was not happy about it. How did the Liverpool match end? We won 4-1. We're bloody massive also. We're dominating this game. Look at the stats. How have we not scored? How have we not had a shot on target with that XG? Are we bad? Thoughts on the upcoming stadium packs? The stadium packs like really, really cool. Like it's cool to see how moddable Unity's going to be. I feel like, for me personally, like I probably wouldn't use them until we start getting like the crowds properly set up in them and like the benches set up properly, which I have no idea how close or not those are to being there. I guess for me, it's one thing to have like the real proper stadium in game. But I feel like that the reality is when you're playing a save game right now on this angle here, like I'm not going to notice if it's the real stadium or not that much when it's got a crowd in it. Like I feel like a crowd actually adds a lot more to the atmosphere than you realise. Like for like all the wide shots, obviously it looks wicked, and for certain camera angles it would look good. But I feel like for them to be at a level where I would use them, like from what I've seen, like we're not quite there yet. Oh, but okay, you know what? Amoaka, I forgive you for the last header miss. We're so back. We're so back. Tactical view max height. I mean, that is the ultimate 2D, 3D hybrid, isn't it? Seeing Xerxes play Champions League football makes you feel ill. Jack, good process on the lines. Why have half the time the lines aren't shown? Why is that the time the lines have been drawn? No idea. The Dutch FM, mate, thank you for the raid. I hope you had a great little stream, dude. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, chat, I feel weird streaming this late. I've still not edited tomorrow's Park to Prem. That's a common trend, isn't it? I fire up a stream, we're live until midnight, and I'm sat there going, I've still got to do tomorrow's video. It always goes out, though, doesn't it? Oh, it's beautiful. Ugalde! Norwich have arrived in the Champions League. What happened yesterday? What happened yesterday? What happened yesterday on stream? In the league. No winnings in 4. We're back with a win against Dortmund and a win against Liverpool. I'm calling it now. Yeah, it's half-time. We're winning this one. Sorry, yeah, the wife's in bed, chat. The wife's in bed. I'm getting carried away. I've seen her write in chat, so I feel like she's sleeping now. The dog knew I was meant to walk him. Probably true. Our dog chap, Milo, he's 7 months old. I think this week he's 7 months old. In fact, I think he's 7 months old today. I think he was born on the 24th of April. And I don't know if dog owners can relate to this, but he's definitely just hit his like puberty little dickhead phase. Some will call it puberty. I'll call it the little dickhead phase. He's chewing on furniture. Never chewed on furniture ever before. Likes to gets a bit more agitated by stuff and is a bit more reactive, like to stuff. Like randomly gets scared by stuff he shouldn't be scared by. Like he was just barking at the vacuum cleaner that wasn't turned on. He's done a couple of little poos in downstairs, like in the night. I don't know what you're thinking, why is he not in a crate? Well, we had him in a pen. He learned to jump out the pen the other week, and now we can't contain him. He's also started getting bitey again and stealing slippers. Was totally over shoes for like 3 months. But I believe this is normal, the little dickhead phase. So we'll see how long it lasts. Hopefully it doesn't go on too long. It's just a case of reapplying all the training. He's already done all his teething, Schmedge. Because he's a mini schnauzer, like he's done all his teething and stuff. He's turned into a little prick. You know, the little knobhead phase has arrived. Also, they've just scored. I'm bitching about my lovely puppy, who I do still love, just to be clear. But he is a little knobhead. He's my little knobhead, you know? Like, when he's doing it, I'm going, it's very cute, but you are a prick. I'm bringing in Radcliffe. We're bringing in Radcliffe. If F1 Manager was to ever return, what feature, whether or not it's even possible, would I like to see? What feature would I like to see in F1 Manager? The obvious answer would have been like F2 and F3 as playable in some capacity. Oh my word, Dan's is a god. But the issue is F3, because each team has 3 cars. I don't know how that would work. Because the UI is kind of all designed for 2 cars. My understanding is that the dog phase that we're going through is just completely normal. But, you know, when he's been doing so well with everything, for him to just regress, like, in the space of a week, it's like, why? I'm sure he'll get over it. He's still nice. It's just a little teenager attitude phase of being a pup. It's wild, though. He, has never shown any interest in chewing furniture at all. And then in the last 2 days, chair legs. Chair legs are fun. And he's already done all his teething. I'm sat there thinking, I've picked up your teeth off the floor. Danny Radcliffe nearly scored in the Champo. Wait until you have kids. The thing is, right, I might be wrong here. I feel like with children, they don't have the mobility of a puppy, so it's maybe not as bad. I mean, obviously, once they get legs, they want to and you learn how to use them. Like babies do, like then start trying to kill themselves all the time, don't they? Because they're babies; they have no concept of survival. But I feel like a 6-month-old puppy, like I guess it's a different kind of challenge, isn't it? Imagine if a baby. Oh, imagine if they scored. Imagine if a 6-month-old baby had the mobility of a puppy. Like the world would be fucked. They'd just be escaping all the time. Less mobility, greater dickheadness. I can believe it. Right, Prince of Monaco, what are we going to do? White vinegar might stop the chewing. We have got some spray we can put on stuff, which we ironically got when we first got him, and we never had to use it. Oh my word, Aiden Evans scored a goal. 3-1. He's not getting enough exercise this bottom. Nah, it's not that. Chat, Milo literally gets an hour in the dog park every day. An hour to 90 minutes of just relentless playing with other dogs off lead. And then he gets another walk in the evenings for like half an hour. It is definitely not a lack of exercise. And then there's the playing at home as well. The beauty with Wok and I both being people who work from home, the dog gets no shortage of attention. If anything, he gets a pampered lifestyle. He's probably over-socialised. What does Wok do? She works in video games. I won't say specifically what, because you lot will look into it. But I can confirm, does not work for Sports Interactive. Oh, chat. 4-1 back-to-backs. We're so back. Don't call it a comeback. She doesn't work for Rockstar either. She doesn't work for Sega, chat. See, now this turns into Guess Who of video games. Also, why are we watching this? There can't be another goal. Surely it's just the end of the match now. Oh, chat. Could there be another? Imagine. I want to see Danny Buadi. Imagine. Danny Radcliffe. Imagine. I wanted it. I wanted it so bad. I mean, look at the stats here. Why didn't we win yesterday? Danny Radcliffe, 8.7. We love that. How yappy's Milo? He's not too bad until someone goes out. If Wok or I leave the house, he gets a bit, like, yappy then. Just, you know, separation. In general, he doesn't wake us up yapping. In fact, he wakes me up by licking my face excessively, which I was going to say I quite like. Like, it's probably a less bad way that he could wake me up versus biting my face. Have you tried working his brain? Yes. Believe me when I say, like, when it comes to the dog training stuff, chat, I read so many books about dog training. I've worked very, very hard with Milo. Like, he has his own place in the kitchen that he'll go to. He has his own little rug. And in general, he's very good at settling down. Like, he doesn't really bother us when we're eating. Like, this week he has started to bother us when we're eating, but I think it's just that teenage phase again. But we have lots of enrichment toys for him around the house. I do a lot of training with him. Like, he knows how to play dead. Like, we can go bang and he'll die, and then you can do bang again and he'll do an even more dramatic death. The thing is, it's not separation anxiety when he barks and someone leaves the door. It's the fact that he wants to go out. He's at that phase now where he knows the routine of when we're going to the park. So he'll go and sit at that door and wait to go out the door. In the mornings, chat, when we go downstairs, we're like, let's get a coffee. No, he's going to the front door and sitting on the doormat, staring at the front door. It's all right, though. Like, just to be clear, he's a very good dog for his age. Do I think the SI take the modding community for granted? Feels like they could release half-baked bits of the game. No modders will make improvements to them. No, Marcus, I'd kind of disagree with that. The issue is, like, the reality is, chat, like it or not, a very small percentage of people actually have experimented with, like, the new Unity modding possibilities right now. Like, the work that modders do is crazy and it's good. And a lot of it has been solving problems that the game had a launch. But as we've already seen, like, SI were clearly already working on fixes for those similar problems. What breed is Milo? He's a mini schnauzer. How many years have I been full-time at this now? 5.5. 5.5 years. Is it 5.5 years? It can't be 5.5 years. I think it is. I've been doing this too long. Xerxes been kind of bad to start the year. I'm giving Dan's the game because he's been getting the goals on off the bench for us. And Heaven scored last game. Let's give him some game time here against Newcastle. Do I still enjoy it? Yes. This is the best job I've ever had. I will tell you now, it's harder than any job I had before. But I enjoy it a lot. What made me decide to go full-time? It was the middle of the pandemic, and it was the summer, And I was working because it was the pandemic, chat, and I was living on my own, pandemic, so I just worked for 8 hours a day doing my day job, and then I'd spend another 8 hours a day just working on my YouTube channel and doing content, and then I'd sleep for 8 hours, and that was my life. And it was May of 2020, and I got my paycheck from my job and my paycheck from YouTube. And the difference between the two basically boiled down to the fact that if I didn't spend money on any luxuries, I could do content full time. And I kind of thought, well, I have some savings. I've been sensible with my money. If I go full time, I can spend more than 8 hours a day working on stuff. Let's see how far we can take this. And it worked out. I should have played Prince in this game. He's already starting the game tired. I'll take him off this game, chat. Remind me. Had a mini schnauzer and a whippet. There's a whippet at the park that doesn't like to play with other dogs, and Milo loves to run after dogs. Like in a playful way. He's not hunting them down. But the whippet obviously like runs around because they want to have their own space, and he's only recently started to realize, oh, they're not running away because they want me to chase them, they're running away because they're not interested in playing with me. So I can't imagine having a schnauzer and a whippet in the same house. Like, it must be chaos. Also, Aiden Evan has scored 2 bangers back to back, cutting in from the left. Aiden Evan scores more than Buhadi. Shh. Buhadi scored against Liverpool. Has my enjoyment changed for FM since being full-time? The reality is, chat, that before, as I kind of mentioned, before I went full-time and quit my day job, I was kind of already approaching YouTube content creation as a full-time endeavour. That's a great finish. So the reality is actually not a lot changed. When I went full-time, all that changed was I didn't have a stable salary anymore, which, I'll be honest, that is one of the things that I miss about having a real job, is the financial stability. The only differences with that and the fact I suddenly had more free time to actually do other stuff with my life. Because for a good chunk of my life, I'd say 3 or 4 years, I was just working 8 hours a day, going home, working for another 8 hours, and then sleeping for any other hours in the day. I didn't really have much of a life. Did I ever weigh up going back into the workplace? No. Aiden haven't got injured. No, that was never needed to be an option. My wife's in a stable job, fortunately, although she wasn't. Back in January, she lost her job around the time that FM got cancelled. So you can imagine that was a great time in our household. And the fact that, as a result, that her visa got cancelled. So no stresses there. And visas, of course, notoriously very cheap to apply for and stuff. The start of this year was a weird one. But no, it's never been a consideration. I knew that a new Football Manager would come out eventually. And I was sensible with my money. I had savings. Being candid with you guys, chat, my earnings this year compared to a normal year will be down tens of thousands of pounds, and I'm talking multiples of tens of thousands, which, when it feels like it's something outside of your control, is pretty shit. But at the same time, it's what you sign up for with this kind of job. I can't really complain about it that much. It's just a reality I faced. We've kind of dealt with the winter, the cold winter of no Football Manager. And yeah, this game's far from flawless, but having played FM24 for 8 hours a day for 2 years straight, I wouldn't go back. I think this game is a breath of fresh air. Is it a flawed breath of fresh air? Yeah, probably. And I totally understand that my relationship with the game is very different to perhaps your normal player. If MFM did cease to exist, would you find another game? Would you go back to a proper job? So I used to stream F1 Manager, as you guys know. I think I'd probably look to do some other kind of content first. But the reality is, chat, it's not like doing YouTube has been my entire existence. I have a degree, I'm educated, I worked in the video games industry for just short of a decade in marketing and doing cinematic work. I used to be a cinematic artist. So, if one day I decided I'm not enjoying YouTube anymore, or fingers crossed this doesn't happen, but one day it just wasn't financially viable, I don't think I would struggle to find a job. I think a lot of people don't really realise that when you're a self-employed YouTuber who does everything themselves, which I do, my graphic design, the editing, it's all me. It's a one-man band. Like there is a lot of different skills at play there that are like very desirable in kind of modern marketing, especially, that would kind of lend me to be able to, I think, find a job, fingers crossed, relatively easily. GanjaMan420, great username. Thank you for the Prime, mate. I appreciate you a lot. Hypothetical, but if F20 from was bang average, do you think you'd be doing better for it rather than being kind of shit? I don't think it makes a difference. I think the people who watch content are the people... Also, I hope Xerxes not injured badly. I think the people who watch content are probably going to watch it no matter what the state of the game is. At least the people who watch the kind of content I do. Like, the vast majority of my content is designed for people who are going to play Football Manager all year round and enjoy the long-form storytelling, which is not something that necessarily appeals to people who aren't actively playing the game all year round. Was that a Buadi assist? It was, chat. Good eyes. Great transfer. He's on a yellow card now as well. I swear it just showed a yellow card. Oh, it did. Imagine if he gets sent off. You know what? We'll take him off. Be sensible. Fingers crossed for those wanting to work in games too. The industry is turning a corner. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. The game, I probably wouldn't go into games. If I was going to get a new job, I probably would look to go into more sports marketing or like working in football. Xerxes. Oh, I should have finished that. Should have finished that. Electrifying Jacko, thank you for becoming a first team regular channel member. I appreciate you, mate. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you, thank you. Why is it that it seems like a lot of FM creators come from the east of England? I'll be honest, I have no idea, Mushroom Man. Me and Tom FM went to the same school. Admittedly, I was like 16 when he was like 11, so like we didn't really hang out. I hope we didn't hang out. He actually discovered his form room was directly below my form room. When I was in my last year of school, Tom FM was probably within 10 metres of me every day for a whole year. But Kev's also from the east of England. Ben is as well. I'll be honest, I think it's a footballing black hole. Lincolnshire and East Anglia, just kind of in general, it's a footballing black hole. So there's no football to play or watch. There's no local team to go watch. So just sit home and play Football Manager. Right, there you go. Chat, we're back. We're back. People were calling for me to get sacked. We were talking about relegation a moment ago. We're up to 6th. I bet Leeds are in 3rd. So, you know, the whole save game's kind of fucked, really, isn't it? Oh, gosh. Okay, Heaven's got a torn hamstring and Xerxes out for a few days. 5 unbeaten. It's all a matter of perspective, isn't it? Doesn't even mention our shared hospital. Yeah, me and Dr. Benji, chat, were born in the same hospital. There you go. So I was born in the same hospital as Ben and went to the same secondary school as Tom FM. What does that mean? Absolutely no idea. Must be something in the water. I'm playing Danny Radcliffe in the next game, chat. Danny Radcliffe went, oh, dog. Dog! Chat, we have a dog. Hey, Milo. Hey, why are you biting my hand? I was talking about you on stream. Ah, can I pick you up? You don't want to be picked up, do you? Should we do a trick? Should we try a trick? You're too hyper. Do you want some pets? Don't leave me. He's just left me. He was here, I swear. Do you want me to go find him? Shall I go find him? This could... If you hear yelps of pain, he's attacked me. Let me see if I can find the doggo. Milo! Where are you? Come here. Come here. Do you want to look out the window? Let's go. I found the dog. I found him. I found the dog. Hey, buddy. Ow, that is my head. Dog, hey. You never really like to come in with all the lights on. I appreciate that. Right, are you okay? Good boy. He's just chilling. He's just chilling. Hey. Right, you need a bath, mate. You're getting a bit stinky, aren't you? Right, I'll put you down. I know you just want to go and see Walk. Off you go. I know who the favourite is. I understand my place in the hierarchy of this household. There you go, chat. Dog is real. Confirmation. I'm not going crazy. He even looks grumpy, yeah. Like, he's committed to the bit. I think, you know, he's a Liverpool fan, so he's having a rough time at the moment, like me. I'll get some treats chat in the room and I'll put a dog show on for you guys one night. He's a good boy. See, he wasn't that bitey there. He's not always a land shark. He's grumpy because he saw Buadi's contract. Fair point. Fair point. I did chat. People saw on the internet, right, when I posted about the trick that I did with him. Have people seen the trick that I taught Milo? I'll show you it on stream. I don't know if the audio will play for the YouTube watchers, which I am sorry about. Let me, if I go to this, are you ready, chat? No, he can play dead. He's well good at it. Admittedly, you can't hear it if you watch on YouTube. I'm doing the finger action, bang. And he dies. He's a good boy. I don't have food to bribe him with, so he won't just do it on command. Yeah, there was a bit of toe action there. No, normally that's an OnlyFans exclusive, so I hope you got your screenshot, you dirty cretins. Who want the freebies. Who doesn't like a bit of toe? Okay, you know what, that's something out of context, not great. Look, the toe the space. I'll let you decide which is better. Am I selling feet pics? Maybe I should be. I don't think I'm allowed to talk about this on Twitch without getting banned. Probably YouTube's the same. I'm not sure there's much demand, chat, if I'm being honest, for mine. Now, we've got Malmo here. Do I just play a B team against Malmo? Championship team save idea. Liverpool. It's not that bad this season. Norwich. Right. Danny Radcliffe is playing in this game. I've already decided. Let me fix this 11. That makes no sense. If I just quick pick, who does it put in? Dan's, that makes sense. Right, no, Gaudet should be the other way round. Interesting that it flips Buadi and Kiselyak around. I mean, that is pretty much what I think my best team is. So it's good to know that the AI manager agrees. Let's give Radcliffe a game. Do we trust Radcliffe, chat, to perform? I mean, look how good he is. I'm not being funny. He's a bloody wizard. He's actually unreal, isn't he? Like, low-key, he's actually improved so much. Did I see I got a shout on the Zerka actually plays Millwall save? I did, Gizmo Birch. Earlier on this year, I walked past Josh in London. And I didn't say anything to him because he was filming some stuff. I didn't want to interrupt the shoot that was going on. But I was like, if I said hello, would he know who I was? Because he follows me on Twitter. And I know he's watched FM stuff in the past. But it's one of those things where, I don't know if anyone else has ever had it, where like you bump into an old co-worker or like someone who you're not anticipating bumping into. And as a result, you don't really recognise them. But I didn't want to go up to him and he'd be like, oh, do you want a photo? Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to live that down. And my centre-back's flipped. Is that when I asked the staff that he got it wrong? We'll fix that in-game. Good spot, chat. I forgot to do a team talk. It doesn't matter. Lads, it's Malmo. Do I have any PIs? The wingers have hold up ball and cut inside. All right, Danny Radcliffe, get a goal, son. That's all I want to see today now. I feel like Malmo we should beat. I don't mean that's disrespectful to Malmo. Yeah, I didn't do a team talk here. This could actually backfire spectacularly. I just didn't want to talk to the players, you know. I'm antisocial. I just get a bit nervous around the players, you know. You know what the worst thing is, chat? Yesterday we did a stream. We had 1,000 people watching and we couldn't win. Today, fewer people watching because we start the stream later. Appreciate it's kind of late for most people. Less people are here to see it. No one's going to believe it. Also, what was that pass Buadi scored? Sorry, I'm not. The finish is great. Buadi scored. Can we discuss the Dan's pass here? Did you see that? Did you see that? Watch the Dan's pass here. This is unreal. Oh. I wish my wife was as dirty as that pass. That was filth. Man thinks he's playing FIFA Street. That is, I mean, unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. I'll take that. You know what? I don't need to see another goal now. Buadi scored 2 today. He's back. He's worth the money. Why is Wok catching stray? She always does. It's what she signed up for when she agreed to put up with me for the rest of her life. Oscar. Oh, Danny! Danny! You hit the post, you bug! Thanks for shouting that while my missus was passing the room. No problem. Was the stream. YouTube, are we back? F's question mark? The chat stopped loading, which never happens, which is concerning. Are we here? Are we back? We're back! You've not missed a goal. The chat's not loading for me. Is anyone there? Is anyone here? Are we back? I think we're back. Like, the stream dropped for a second. It broke. I know. Are we back now? Are we back? Sorry, chat. You missed nothing. You missed nothing. F5 if you're watching on Twitch. Obviously, the Twitch user that needs F5 can't hear me say that. We're back. I think that was my internet chat as well. Or did Twitch hiccup? The chat stopped loading for me. I've had a couple of moments in the last few days where, like, all websites for me go down, but like a DNS issue. Has anyone else had that? Like, Twitter randomly stopped loading for me for like 4 minutes the other day. Maybe that's just me. Pilly, thank you for the 19 months of the tier 1, dude. That is a long-ass time. I appreciate you being here, mate. Thank you, thank you. I'm pleased we've created loads. Cloudflower's down. Is that what it was? Well, that's probably... Chat, this is definitely just my internet being bad, just to be clear. You think Twitch itself hiccuped? Did Twitch's chat stop loading for everyone else then, chat? Because usually when my internet blips, the chat continues to go for me. But YouTube went down as well. So I'm not sure. Chat died. So it could have been a wider internet outage there. I don't know. That's weird. There has been some weird internet stuff. Like, there was the day where everything went down a few weeks ago, right? Is that a pen? If that's a pen, I need to put Danny on pens. Danny! Danny! Chat, where's Danny in the list? Am I blind? He's there. Get him to the top. AWS again. Yeah, it could have been. The thing is, it was like down for like 20 seconds. I think we're back now. If this isn't a penalty after I've just put him on pens, I'm fuming. No pen. Pain. Pain. I'm trying to think if the AWS outage actually impacted any of my work. It didn't really. Because it didn't really affect YouTube, and I already had everything scheduled. I'm trying to think. I feel like it did impact something, but I can't think what it was. Oh, chat. Addons is a god. Addons might be better than Buadi as a signing. We love Addons. Priceless. That is what Jayden Addons is. Priceless. How should we pay for him? 40 mil? Just shy of 40 mil? He's only 21. Big fan. Oh, Buadi. Oscar. Addons might just be a better version of Xerxes. I don't want to say it too loudly. Similar aerial ability. Not quite as creative. Better finisher. Pay Addons 300k a week. I can't chat. I can't risk the financial future of this club anymore. I should probably wait for this highlight to finish before I make changes. Buadi. Kiselyak should have scored that. Buadi could have had so many more assists if our boys could finish. Let's just bring in a load of players. Why not? Radcliffe has been a bit quiet today. You know, I don't want to throw him under the bus, but he's not been great. Right, 4 minutes. I love the fact my assistant's like, we should waste much more time. Absolutely not. We're at home against pissing Malmo. We take the game to them. Oh, Buadi. Addons, we love that. Inside? Oh, he's going on his own. I found a new hero. Friendship ended with Ryan. It's not going to count as a Buadi assist, I don't think, because of that tackle there. But Buadi created that. Add an assist to the record books. Come on! Is that 4 wins in a row today? What happened yesterday? Was that just, start of season syndrome? Is that what we chalk it off as? We're so back. Very happy. Morale's happy. I'm happy. Does a Pentagon do bad for views? In general, any save game not in England does kind of bad for views, chat. There's a reason why a lot of content creators will do their primary saves when views are at their highest at the start of the Football Manager cycle in England. Let's see. I might close down the best 11 back when Xerxes fit. I think I need to update the best 11 as well to have Addons at least on the bench. There's an argument to say he has to start over Xerxes, given the fact he scored 6 playing the exact same role. I think we do it. I'm sorry, Xerxes lovers, he's on the bench. The argument's going to be I should have sold him in the summer. Has anyone used Jayden Addons this year? Because he's a player who obviously was getting a bit of an opportunity for Liverpool under Klopp when they had a bit of an injury crisis. And, I think he still has pretty good potential. But, last year he didn't do that well in the Championship. But on paper, he looks quality in game. He's one of those players that because he's not got the yellow attributes, although I think they've both gone up to 16 since we've signed him, he doesn't look that impressive. But there's so many 14s and 15s. It's a bit deceptive. Make sure you save. Good point. Chat, I've turned my auto-saves on, but it doesn't always work. Has anyone else had that issue? Can you add in player faces during a save game? Yes. Yes, player faces you can add in midway through a save game, chat. It's my 100th game up next. Well, we're definitely going to lose it to Fulham after this run of form, aren't we? I'm ready for it. I hope you're all ready for it too. No, we're going to win. PMA, positive mental attitude. Two wins in the Champo's good. You get quite a bit of prize money, don't you, for winning in the Champions League? Also, are we making money during the season at the moment? Absolutely not. That is a result. Although, is that because of transfers? That might be because of transfers. Is King the next Matthew Lewis? Oh, I hope so. I hope so. I need to edit tomorrow's part to Prem. I'll be honest, King is still looking bloody good. Vuskovic and Yelch are still the wrong way around. Is that because I saved the best 11 incorrectly? I think I must have saved it out wrong. I kind of want to rotate the team a little bit here, but that's kind of risky. Like, I kind of want to give Saber a game. Maybe bring Oscar in for Kiselyak. In fact, you know what? I'll bring Kiselyak out for Oscar in at centre mid. And then I'm going to play Buadi on the right side. It's probably a bit risky rotating against Fulham, but because we've got Champions League football this year, I've got to rotate. I've got to manage the squad a bit more. How's the lower league save file? Any bugs? To be honest, there's not been that many. I think the biggest issue with Football Manager chat is actually just when you're unemployed. There's lots of issues. Now that I've actually got into the save game, it's really not that problematic. But I remember even like the earliest versions of the beta, like the unemployed stuff just didn't work at all. So I wonder if it was just low priority and sorted very last minute. But I've really been enjoying Part 2. I hope people have been enjoying watching it. I feel like the first few seasons are always the fun ones. Like, tomorrow's episode is some FA Cup football, and FA Cup runs are always just quite fun. It's a shame there's no cup draws, though, this year. Because I feel like as we hopefully, eventually get to the later rounds one year, what a goal that is. Like, you lose that excitement of the draw, don't you? How can we do tier 8 instead of tier 10? There's no good tier 10 database out there. I'll be waiting until Christmas for a tier 10 database. That was such a nice goal. It's another back heel by Addons, by the way. Oh, what a goal that is. I think Avali was a bug of the database. Nah, it's the unemployed thing, chat, where I was getting made Avali managers. If you have too many playable leagues loaded, very occasionally, and it doesn't happen all the time, but if you have too many playable leagues loaded, when you select the unemployed option, because there's so many playable teams that you could have picked, the game just glitches out. People have been getting that in the base game, sadly. Obviously not with Avali, because Avali aren't in the base game, but like with another team that's top on alphabetical order. Has Birdie had over a 7 yet? He guided us to a win against Liverpool. He scored in the Champo. He's been bloody brilliant. Stop Buadi abuse. Look at his chat. He's on a 7.35 for the last few. Also, the goal that we scored just now was absolutely insane, and I did not big it up enough. I thought that was going in too. Hey, I appreciate Macaulay. Yeah, chat. I've been trying to put out like a variety of content and like fun content. I kind of want to do some more tactic stuff, like covering tactics that I've like come up with. Because I feel like there's probably some interest there. It's one of those weird things where it's not a kind of content I've branched into much. And I kind of feel like if you just were like, oh, he's the Let's Play guy, like you probably wouldn't know that I'm going to say it now. I'm not awful at coming up with tactics in Football Manager. I say that as Smith Rowe scores. But obviously we won the league, the 20-player PvP network game last year, with like a whole new tactic that I hadn't seen anywhere else. Which, at that point in FM24 cycle, is a bit of a rarity. And I feel like, because I've not redone videos on it, it's probably one of those things that people just kind of don't really think about. But there's like the tactic we have here is pretty unique. Like, I've seen a lot of criticism leveraged towards the game, saying that 4-2-3-1 is still meta, and it's still the OP thing, and all the same old instructions work. But I think it's very apparent that there are like perfectly viable, completely other systems that are arguably even more, well, maybe not even more broken, because I've not really tried to break the game with a 4-2-3-1. But yeah, a 4-2-3-1 gegenpress isn't the only way to play the game. Like, we're playing on balanced here with like a standard defensive line, like really boring instructions. Like, we've not got everything ratcheted up. We're not playing what used to be the meta last year of higher and shorter passing. We're trying to play through the press while distributing it to centre-backs. Please don't score again. Oh my gosh, we block it off the line. I realise as well, I keep playing free at the backs this year. I keep going to teams that have too many centre-backs. And it's quite fun and it just seems quite viable, so I'm enjoying it. Ryan, I mean, I feel like to get the goal from there would have been a miracle. It's a very open game, this, considering it's the 37th minute. It's like a basketball game. I love the Egypt video. Thank you. Yeah, the Egypt video we did on Sunday. If people haven't seen that, I encourage you to go watch it. It's very different to my normal content. I really enjoyed putting it together. Very, very different and just fun. Oh, right, I'll tell you who else is fun. Ryan's bloody fun, isn't he? But, yeah, the Egypt video's done pretty well. The plan is every Sunday to put out like a longer form, rebuildy style video alongside the daily Let's Play videos through the week. So the next part of that Egypt series will be going up next weekend. I've been waiting for the first of all fixes before playing because it's stable enough. I'll be honest, the game has always been stable for me. I know that's a bit shit to hear because I know lots of people have had stability issues. I've not had like loads of crashing issues and loads of issues. Like, I'm trying to think, have we had any crashes during this Norwich save game across 2 and a bit seasons? There was one time where I don't even think it's crashed in any of my videos. Like, in general, I've not had stability issues. And that could be a case I've got lucky. It could be because I'm on a high-end gaming PC or I've just got, like, you know, my drivers haven't had issues. But as far as I'm aware, a lot of the stability stuff has been addressed now. And if you're unsure about it, there's a free demo on Steam and Epic Games where you can just play the game for 6 months and see how it runs on your machine. Oh, yeah, I had the wages chat, the wage column. Do you know what, chat? You know, we had that crash the other day. That was the first time it's crashed on the beta branch, right, when I removed that column. I got messaged by a Sports Interactive employee while I was still live. I didn't see it until afterwards. And it was someone who, in their free time, was watching the stream from SI. And I won't name who it is because I don't know. I'm not sure if they would want me to say. But they messaged me just saying, hey, that crash that you had, I've been able to reproduce it. I know what the issue is. It'll be fixed in the next update. Like, say what you want about certain individuals at Sports Interactive. There are people who are working on that game, and this person is very high up at the company. They're not Miles Jacobson, just to be clear, but it's someone very high up at the company who, in their free time, after they probably spent all day working on the new update, was happening to watch the stream, saw the crash, and instantly went and tried to reproduced it, figured out what the issue is, and now it's fixed for the next update. Like, there are people that genuinely care at Sports Interactive about this game that don't want to make a bad game. And it's people like that that kind of give me the faith this game will be good in 6 months' time. You can create your own team if you use the pre-game editor, but you can't create your own team this year. What do you call it? Like with Creator Club mode. There's no Creator Club mode this year. Buadi can have a rest, chat. We'll let him take 5. He's done a lot. Move Ryan to right mid and then bring in Durasinmi. This game is still kind of close. I probably shouldn't be making too many changes, he says as he makes 4 changes. Was he the same person removing hentai? That is a mental sentence, isn't it, without context? I don't know if it was. It could have been. But this person doesn't really deal with Steam store pages. They were probably telling someone else to fix it. Have I played Dark Raiders? Chat, I have not had time to do anything since Football Manager came out. But I don't think I've played any other games besides Football Manager. Like, I've not even been able to check out Sailing in old school RuneScape yet. Who decided to release a new skill in OSRS when Football Manager came out? Like, at the moment, chat, I'm probably working 10 to 12 hours a day. I've got a 6-month-old puppy to look after and then hanging out with the wife. I think at the moment I'm probably averaging 6 hours sleep a night. Like, I don't sleep very much, chat, but it's Football Manager launch season. Yeah, Yelch is looking better this season. SI as a person permanently keeping an eye on Jack confirmed. True, they've actually just got designated people for every streamer. I fully appreciate as well. I'm in a privileged position, chat, where when I'm streaming the game, if I have a crash, there is someone from Sports Interactive watching who can instantly go, how's that happen then, and try and fix it. But at the same time, I can't just tell this person, fix this, add this, and then suddenly it appears. I wish I could. That'd be good, wouldn't it? What should we ask them for? Goalkeeper kits in 3D? That'd be good. The fact that goalies have never had licensed kits or the ability to add them. Is Collins about to get a red card here for a professional foul? I think he's got a bit lucky there, I'll be honest. Now, I know why I left RuneScape. They can't just leave things how they are. I'll be honest. I feel like that's not really an issue with an MMO. An MMO where things don't change and, like, there's nothing to go for is ass. Ass always played a lot of MMOs. The thing that I like about RuneScape is the fact that you don't lose your progress. It's not like they level out all the skills or like raise the level cap. Like any progress you have, whenever you stop playing, it's still there the next time you go through your phase. Why do things always need to change? I mean, they're usually improving and adding stuff rather than changing stuff for change's sake. How's Lennon Miller been this season? I'll be honest, I've not really used him very much. It's difficult to fit him in the team when I've signed Buadi for 120 mil. I hate when MMOs add stuff to make the game more interesting, I know, right? Why do things need to be added to keep the game playable amongst the hardcore that have finished everything? Also, that was a Rabona assist into a goal. If you want to play a genre of games where like there isn't more stuff being added during the game, maybe don't play MMOs. would be my general kind of response. I mean, RuneScape's been having stuff added to the game since its inception. Like that is by nature MMOs. That's got nothing to do with modern games, my friend. Like this is a weird thing to get annoyed by. If you're playing MMOs and then confused by the fact that adding content, I think you've loaded up the wrong genre. Miller, okay, he's going to play more, chat. He's going to play more. He's going to have to play more. I kind of want to go more defensive, but there's not really a good way to go more defensive. I guess I could put Oscar and Miller deeper. You know what, we'll do that. We'll be boring. We'll be boring. Like, I kind of get if you enjoy MMOs, but you get annoyed when during expansions, kind of you lose progress and like, you know, the skill curve changes radically. Like, I can kind of understand that. Like, obviously, if you don't like that, you probably don't play World of Warcraft because every time there's a new expansion out, all your gear's useless. But like for a game like OSRS, especially, but even old RuneScape, like, your progress maintains. Like, very rarely does stuff become obsolete because of an update. It's not like they reset your combat levels. Have I got any videos planned with a Mega and his dad? I would love to do some more content. That goalie went forward there with Luke and his dad. There's nothing lined up at the moment. What are people upset about with OSRS? Someone's just saying, why do they have to add stuff to the game? Which, I don't know. I just feel like if you don't want to have stuff added to a game, like, MMOs might be the wrong genre of game. Given the fact that that's just been something associated with that genre from the beginning. Right, 6 games unbeaten. We're so back, chat. We're so back. What a stinky stream yesterday. Now look at us, a whole month. Is there a way to see the transfer revenue? Yes. You go to recruitment, click on recruitment budgets, and then, don't ask me why, click on this graph. And then it says it here. I don't know why. I don't know why that's where it's hidden. It should just be on. This screen shouldn't be a pop-out. It should be a full screen thing, and then it could just have space for it. But that would be far too logical. Have you seen anyone break Chelsea's conceding record in previous FMs? Yes, I have. I think this year might be a year where it's even more possible than it ever has been before. And yeah, as Petrichor mentions, like with OSRS especially, like stuff gets polled before it's added to the game and has to be approved by the majority of the community. I know they changed the polling percentage at one point, but like in general, it is kind of a, hey, we're listening to our players. Can you imagine if they did polling just to add stuff to Football Manager? I feel like that would end in disaster. Did I play Karabashvili in the last game? Did I do that? I guess I did. We've got an international break here, right? How big is it? Chat, does anyone else get annoyed by the new bug in the game where when you hit fixture schedule, it doesn't go to the fixture screen? We got like a month off. We got like a month off. We should do a poll for if we can add shouts. Am I passing FFP? I think we probably are. I don't think we're actually losing as much money as you might expect. Chat, where do I see FFP? Probably club and finances, right? We're compliant, everyone. Thumbs up. All right, let's evaluate Buadi, chat. Early days here, 10 games in. 2 goals, 2 assists. 6.99 rating across all comps. My head's in the way, so you can't see that. He's doing it in the Champo. Is he worth it? I'm going to say yes. I think he's justifying his cost now. 7.41 rating as well. When you go on fixture schedule, is the league now grayed out? Yeah, that's another bug. So if you click on the fixture schedule, it goes to the calendar. But if you click at the top left and right, it fixes it. These are all grayed out now. But if you do need to get to a competition, you can click on a fixture and then click in the top right. Which I fully appreciate. You should just be able to click here. But, you know, they broke the fixture screen. So we have to find our workarounds. If you want to, is it faster than ever to get through a season? Yes. Yeah, the day-to-day simming of this game is a lot quicker. Like if you holidayed a season last year and a year this year's game sims a lot faster. I tell you what, front three are doing well, but the fact that Addons has forced out Xerxes is kind of funny. Chelsea got relegated in my first season. Stolen Happy Palmer, Casado and Estevao. That's quite funny. That's the kind of save game I'd love to do for one of my next rebuilds, chat, after the Egypt one. Would be like, big team gets relegated. Like Chelsea rebuild, but only English players or something. Do you remember the guy who injured in one of your FM saves? And you contract jailed him and you're under 21 for like 4 years. Oh, yeah, I do. Who was that? He injured one of my players in a pre-season friendly. Was it a Park to Prem where I did that? One of my players got like injured in a pre-season friendly, so I bought the player and put him in just the youth team and ruined his career. Some people call that petty. I think that's perfectly reasonable. I'd love to see Collins be a bit of a late bloomer, because he has got potential, he's just not really fulfilling it. Danny's not training well, but I'll just praise him anyway, and he'll nod his head like a dog. You gave him a cushy job. Nah, to be fair, I set him to double training at all times. And exclusively trained his quickness. I think it was a proportional response. Is Diouf still improving a lot? Chat, he's improving so much in my youth team. I might have to promote him midway through the season. If he keeps improving. In this house, we stan Amara Diouf. Also, Mbakazi's still here playing for the under-21s. That's sad, isn't it? Chat, what could have been? That feels like so long ago. How many separate seasons of FM do you think you need to do of simming? I think that's simming instead of swimming. Before, so that Chelsea relegation happens. I think in this year's game, probably less than previous years. I think Man United getting relegated has happened a fair few times. The thing is, I've seen it before where like something weird happens and people go, oh my God, I can't believe that happened in Football Manager. And I'm sat there thinking, yeah, Man City getting relegated in one person save game in the first year when there's like millions of seasons played around the world. Like, I think that's okay for it to happen. If we ran a million simulations of the current Premier League season, do you reckon there's a world where Man City get relegated one season? Does it happen? Dan's won Young Player of the Month. Amara Diouf, who I was just bigging up, has won the Under-21s Player of the Month. And I won Manager of the Month. That's good. What happened to Mbakazi? He just wasn't good enough defensively last year, and I loaned him to Wrexham last year, and he just didn't improve, sadly. I need to give Timothy Uma some more minutes or he's going to cry. If I had another season in the Championship, I think Mbakazi would have been the one as well. But we just advanced a bit too quickly. Take it easy, Craig. Yeah, chat. I'm not going to be live for too much longer. We'll do one or two more games, I think. We've got Leeds home. Leeds had a really good start to the season, so this might actually be a difficult game. Where are they in the league? Yeah, they're in 5th. We're in 6th. Big game coming up. Also, mad that we're suddenly up to 6th, innit? Oh, I don't want to talk to the press. Why have I hit to... Okay, well, I'm going to have to click the opposite of that next time. Does anyone else do that? On the inbox things, when you've got delegate set up, like, it'll show you, like, the fact that delegate selected. Oh, go on. What's the issue, Poppet? He wants more game time. I don't really want to play him more. He's good. He's not that good. Oh, yeah, I signed that Moroccan bloke, didn't I? He's just played for the national team. How's his loan at Derby going? 5 sub-appearances. Derby got bought by a tycoon in this universe, chat. They're down in 15th. When do I apply for the Derby job? We got 5th last year in the Prem, chat. We're going for that again. That's the aim. Champions League football every year now. Danny Radcliffe. I praised him when he didn't need it. Now he needs the praise. Look at our boy. My goat. You need another Champions League campaign to afford Buadi. Yeah, kind of true. Has Buadi done something? He's actually playing well now. He's got 2 goals and 2 assists. He's back. He's arrived. We've got Leeds, then Chelsea in the Champo. Also, is it a bug that in the Champions League you get drawn against teams from the same country? Or have they changed the rules of the Champions League and I've just missed out on that? Because I feel like in real life you can't be drawn against teams from your country. Okay, Oscar's injured. Uma will get game time now. He was complaining about it too. Is it a rule change? So one person says rule change, the next person says it's a bug. That is the internet in a nutshell. I don't know the answer, chat, and chat doesn't know either. I don't feel like it was a thing that happened in FM24. Did it happen in FM24? I feel like I didn't have it happen in FM24, at least in the base game. In fact, I'm certain I never had it happen in FM24 in the base game. Was anyone running like database mods by any chance that like update the seasons and tried to recreate the format? Dion Dublin is excited by our form. We love to see it. Oh, chat, Buadi's top performer in training. I can actually praise him now as well because he's been here a month. Praise Danny some more. Article 16.02 of the UEFA rules says it's a bug. See, that's the kind of level of knowledge I need, chat. If you just make up some random numbers, I'll believe it as fact. To be clear, it probably is that rule. But if you're like, well, the UEFA bylaw 16.0.2 says, like, I'm all ears. But I am prone to misinformation. Right, Leeds at home. Is Xavi their manager in this save game? I saw him pop up talking about me. He must be. Is he their manager? No, Ruben Amorim is. If I speak. Coming in the next season, any fixture between the same two teams can't be repeated for 3 consecutive seasons. Get that in the game. Wait, chat, Ryan's on international duty. Have they left him in Brazil? Why is he on international duty? What are Brazil's under-23s playing in? I'm saving now. According to the ESPN article I just read, it says you can if 4 or more teams from the same country are competing. There you go, chat. I believe that too. I think that makes sense, actually, for the 2 higher seeded nations that they would do that. So I believe that. Again, could just be a lie. Why would someone lie to me in the comment section on the internet? People don't lie. DataHub is still bugged. They've kind of fixed it a little bit. Like, chat, they actually show the numbers now. There's no numbers on the bit at the bottom, but look at that. Also, our centre mids don't do accurate passing. It's overrated. You actually get the numbers now when you mouse over players. So that is a good improvement. Give them credit. At least now I can kind of figure out the range on it, because I can look at Tonali and see that his pass completion is 94% at the top. And then the number of passes is 66 here. And then the lowest is here with 34 for Wiedreago. Does the formation analysis actually show the actual tactic? Look at that! Well, that is from last year. That's from season 1. This is a load of poppycock, this bit. Also, I feel like this represents my breakdown as I've gone desperate in different matches over all the years. Right, Leeds. Has Yelch started to improve yet? Kind of. I feel like he's not improved since I signed him, Yelch. I'll start Uma because he wants it to be happy. Let's go. Let's go. I believe that we will win. Imagine if I just win every game for a stream. That would be fun. Especially after yesterday, where we couldn't buy a win to start the season. Yeah, Buadi has broken the star ratings at the club a bit, Lawless. Hello, I just wanted to check. Oh, fucking okay, Jobby, you've written an essay here for a first-time chatter, but I'm gonna indulge in it. I wanted to check if you knew why when the game finishes, I now can't see other results after the game. Before the updates, I saw all the results after my game. Now it just skips through, and I don't see any results apart from when I click to find it. I think they've started hiding that, Jobby, because it shows it on the post-match screen from one click. And a lot of people were complaining that you'd get the pop-up showing all the results, like, right after you've seen all the results elsewhere on another screen. Like, if you want to see the results, there's a very easy way that you could just see them at the end of your match. I hadn't noticed that pop-up bit had, like, been gotten rid of, but now you've mentioned it, I think it has gone. Which, at least for me, I think is a good thing. I don't know about anyone else. I found it very annoying when I'd continue over a weekend of football and like 5 times in 3 days I'd have like a full screen pop-up of all the results. Right, okay. Out of possession, they're playing the system that kills us. They're playing the system that kills us. I've never had to make the solution to this tactic. I'll do it now. So distribution, we don't want to distribute to the centre-backs. We want to distribute it to the flanks, because our wide players are going to have a lot of space in the wide areas, and if I play it out to the centre-backs, the 3 centre-backs get matched 3 for 3, and it kills us. Just started a game with Leeds. 5 games in, Chelsea haven't won a game and are on 2 points. Someone get Chelsea relegated and then give me the save game for a future video. That's what I need. Get them down. Imagine if they score again. It's offside. Okay. Leeds are in 5th here. They are actually good at the moment with Amorim in charge. Has anyone bought the FM26 editor? Does it work or is it buggy? I think a lot of the bugs of the in-game editor have been fixed. I don't use the in-game editor myself. The only editor I've used this year is actually FM RTE, which is when I'm doing my Wonder Kid like top player videos, and I want to scrape all the data from the game for Wonder Kids for doing those kind of videos. But I've not tried using the official in-game editor. I don't know if anyone has tried using that one since the update. I think they fixed a lot of stuff. The fact that Amorim has gone to Leeds and got them ahead of United in the league table is hilarious in this save game. It's better. I would think with the in-game editor they kind of have to fix that quickly, right? Because people have paid for it. They've paid for the game too, but oh my word. No! No, you can't rule that. Chat, that's goal of the season and it's been ruled out. It was the pass before the goal that was offside. But the actual goal here is so nice. Can we discuss this? Let's discuss this goal. Ignore the fact it's offside. Let's just discuss and enjoy the passing. Right, watch this. Oh, Dean Henderson gambled going off his line thinking Ugalde was going to turn. He laid it back and then Uma scored. Rule of cool, it should have been disallowed. Hard agree. If Xerxes isn't a starter, would I be tempted to sell? I mean, he's starting this game. The thing is, when you play with 3 strikers, you kind of want to have 4 high-quality starting strikers anyway. Like, and Buadi, well, sorry, not Buadi. Xerxes is that forward for me. So I probably wouldn't look to sell him. I feel like if you're playing 3 at the back or 3 strikers, you kind of need to have at least 4 players good enough to start, but ideally like 5. And then you just rotate them to keep them all happy, and you can do that 5 into 3. I guess my dilemma would be if I was going to sell Xerxes, who am I actually going to sign to replace him for like a reasonable price? Oh my word, that run is so nice. Buadi assist! Xerxes goal, it's like they knew. That is a generous assist. There's a lot of deflected balls and shots in the box at the moment in the current engine. I was going to critique this match engine. Defenders can be a bit too passive, and it's too easy for players to get dribbled by. There's a lot of deflected shots and passes in the box, like that. Players are very slow to respond to rebounds. And goalies are a bit rubbish at coming out for crosses or like just stepping out to narrow down the angle. It doesn't happen very often. There's a lot of unclaimed crosses that it looks really stupid that the goalies don't go for. They would be like the 4 things I'd want to see fixed in the match engine fastest. The thing is, though, I could give you a longer list of FM24 issues. I do feel like because of other aspects of this game not being... It's weird, because I think in some ways people don't critique this match engine more because there's so many other issues with the game to critique. But this match engine needs a bit of work. But at the same time, I've seen a lot of people raise complaints about this match engine that have existed in the last however many engines and just aren't new issues, but they're acting like they're new problems. I like it when players shoot from an angle and the keeper dives the wrong way off the pitch. I feel like sometimes there's just not enough goalkeeper animations. To be fair, Henderson did come out for that one, chat. Am I bringing on Radcliffe here? I think I might be. Not Jim, just to be clear. Danny Radcliffe. Oh, Xerxes. Oh, he's back! He's back! Right, that's a bit annoying. I guess I can take off Dan's. Reports of Xerxes' death greatly exaggerated. Danny Radcliffe, come on down. You know what? Johnny Rowe, I'm training you to play right mid. Game time. And Kiselyak in for Uber. The celebrations, the celebrations have not been updated in FM in years. I maintain, and people hate this, I think. Certain people hate this. Make it so that just invite all the content creators to a mocap studio and let us motion capture animations for celebrations in Football Manager. Let every creator add a celebration. I'm trained as a motion capture director, chat. Like, that was something I used to do in my old job. I'd direct mocap sessions. I will volunteer my time to go and direct it. If you give me a technical artist manning the setup, I will do all the directing so we get all the clean animation recording that we need. Shit. Shit. Shit, it's 2-2. I shouldn't be talking about celebrations. I should be talking about the fact that Jayden Bogle is a god in Football Manager. What would be my celebration? I'd dab, chat. No, I'd griddy. We'll do a griddy. But the thing is, I've seen Tom FM do a griddy at the Football Manager World Cup, and he's very good at it. So I'd let him do the mocap for it. All right, I'm taking off Ugalde for Durasimbi for fresh legs. I just want to shush. Or like one, I want an Adebayor one where you run to the other side of the pitch. A knee slide in front of the opposition fans. Because you have it in-game, right, where if a player... This is a thing. In Football Manager, if your player is like a favoured club you're playing against and they score against them, some players won't celebrate, like against former teams. I don't know if people have ever noticed that. That is a thing in the game. But I want the opposite. If a player hates another club, they can go fucking mental when they score. I want knee slides. Yeah, knee slides. I want some flips. You know, I want a Robbie Keane. Little cartwheel. Give me a roly-poly into finger guns. There's just a lot more that could be done with it. Right, 2-2 against Leeds. Well, you know what? Still unbeaten. Based on XG, we probably should have won that. But Dance didn't celebrate. Did he not celebrate against Liverpool? I want to check that now. I wasn't paying attention, chat. I assume he has them as a favoured club, having come through the academy. Chat, Jayden... We're a favoured club of Dan's. He's literally played 11 games for us. He's played 11 games and were his favourite. He's not even got Liverpool on the list, but he still just didn't celebrate against them. Let's check. The question is, did he not celebrate because it's a bug or because it was against his former club? Did people know this was a thing? Also, chat, if someone from Sports Interactive's watching, these replays are bugged at the moment. These replays always run at 1 speed, which is way too slow. It should use your match settings. But also, the highlights are really long, a lot of them. Did he celebrate? Oh, chat, yeah, he did celebrate. He's giving it large to the... he kind of celebrated. I think that is a celebration. Players should occasionally take off their shirts and get booked. I think Unity makes that a possibility. Oh, Uma, you literally played the last game, you baby. You know what? I probably can just sell him. Thing is, I like Timmy Uma. I like him. He's good. He reminds me of Wanyama. Is it Wanyama? Victor Wanyama? Kenyan defensive mid. Like, he's got a bit of Wanyama about him, but he's been a little bitch. No, it's not the Scandi players that are gone. Yeah. Sorry to the Bungard fans. I feel like I sold Bungard and no one noticed. Because we were too busy looking at Buadi. Right, can we make it 3 wins in 3 in the Champions League to end the stream today? Red cards of slapping your teammates too soon. Too soon. Kusanov's leaving. Oh, well, he's going to Leeds. No wonder Leeds are doing well if they're getting gifted players like this. How much? I assume it was an option in his loan. It doesn't tell me. Chat, where can I see the fee that's going to be paid? Am I blind? Am I blind? Has it been on screen and I've missed it? Answers on a postcard. I can't be bothered to look for it. The game makes me tired. Ryan is still not back. I don't know where he is, but he's AWOL. We'll fill out the bench. Although Heaven can't feature, so we won't put him in. Am I going full strength here, or do I rotate a little? You know what? Danny Radcliffe, come on down. We need to give Danny game time. How much did I get for Kvistgarden? We sold him for like 49 million after we were promoted to the Saudi Arabian League. I can't remember who bought him in Saudi. Remind me after this chat and we'll check Bungard, how Bungard started at his new club. We'll bring Kisuyak in since Uma's thrown his toys out the pram like a baby. The rest of the team is good. Is there any youth leagues? I don't know what you mean by that. My name is nobody. I mean, there's youth leagues in Football Manager that are simulated. Like under 18 and under 21 leagues and like the UEFA youth leagues are all simmed. Is their team good? They've got Tonali. They've got Sandro Tonali. But we've got Buadi. I assume Buadi's just going to continue to develop like crazy. Like, he's already improved a lot. He's going to get lots of minutes alongside Kiselyak. I will say, I feel like Kiselyak hasn't been improving much lately. I kind of feel like he's not improved in the last, like, 6 months. Which does make me wonder if he's just an early developer who's just hit his ceiling early. But, I mean, his ceiling is still good enough for me. Right now, Sandro Tonali's good. How's he scored that? What are the facilities like in Norwich? Norwich have pretty good facilities. I'm hesitant to say this with absolute confidence. I'm pretty sure Norwich have, I'm going to say the best, but I don't really know how you'd grade it. But they have some of the best facilities in the whole of the Championship. Like, Norwich get memed on a lot for being that yo-yo team, but they spent all their parachute payments and, like, the money they got from the Premier League on their infrastructure quite heavily. Not the stadium itself, Carrow Road, but a lot of their... I think they've got, like, a brand new training facility, or at least it was completely done up, like, in the last 5 years. I'm not sure how much that's actually reflected in Football Manager. I don't think this is a bug that we can play Chelsea, chat. I think for the teams that have 5 representatives in the Champions League with the new format, that's a great ball. That's a bad finish. Based on what chat was saying, I think normally you're not allowed to play teams from your nation, but if you're one of the 2 countries that have 5 representatives in the Champions League stage, then you can play against other teams from your nation. But there has been some discussion about this in the chat, and I'm still not sure what to believe. Also, I keep thinking of Gittins as Bino Gittins, but obviously he's dropped the Bino from his name. Also, they're 2-0 up. They're good. It's only the Champions League anyway, isn't it? We don't care about the Champions League. That was annoyingly good. I'll admit it. Annoyingly good goal there, but through the defender's legs too. We have 6 points, right? Chat, how many points do you need to make it through the Champions League? I feel like 10 points gets you into the knockouts now. I think it's like 15 points. No, maybe 16 points gets you top 8. 10 points gets you top 24. I still feel like I can't judge the new Champions League format yet, but I can only speak for myself, given the fact it's a Champions League week at the moment, that we're getting dicked here. I feel like I get less invested in the Champions League stage games, because they just matter a lot less. I don't know if that's exclusively a me thing. Like, even as a Liverpool fan, like, we've got PSV on Wednesday, but, like... I don't know, it's more matches, and I feel like especially the earlier games, like, when... It's just, I feel like the issue is it's too many games. 8 games to cut out. Is it 8 clubs that go out? Like, it's kind of crazy that there's so many games to, like, still have 24 teams go through to the knockouts. And because the games themselves just hold less value. Like, the last day is always exciting, because there's always a lot of movement, like, at the end. But I almost feel like that's almost a bit manufactured through the format, and whilst one game week is exciting, the rest aren't always that engaging. Whereas in the group stage, like, you did always have, like, excitement across all the different groups. I don't know if that's an unpopular take or not. Oh, Dan's has scored. We're back. The comeback's on. If you fast forward through the season, does it show who played / started games now? If you didn't update who played games if you fast forwarded FM24. I feel like if you holiday forward in Football Manager last year, it did show that, like, the fixtures being played. I'm not sure if you think it didn't work last year. I'm not sure what you're asking for, because, like, I've never had it not show the stats. Like, if you holiday forward, the players that play will show as having played games and stuff. If you holiday too far and get to the season tick-over date, then the data will all get reset, which might be what happened to you. Igalde's had a stinker. I'm going to bring in Xerxes. Radcliffe's not had a good game, but we give Danny time. Buadi's on a 6.28. Get him gone. What's the latest patch done? Chat, what has the latest patch done? There's been a patch every week. I've kind of lost track of what's in what patches. Can anyone relate to that? They've added, like, data hub labels back. What were the big additions in this update? Like, we've had saving team selections, but I think that was the update before. I feel like I've lost track of what's been added with each individual update just because there's an update every week. Oh, yeah, you can set up your youth team's team training now. That's one of those things that I saw loads and loads of people complain about, but I feel like not many people actually use it. Like, hand on heart, chat, I'm just curious here. How many people set up their team training schedules for their under-21s and under-18s teams? Like, maybe I'm out of touch here, but I feel like that is something that a lot of people just didn't touch. But I saw a lot of outrage about it. I don't know if that's because everyone who used it was the people complaining. But, like, genuinely, do people use it? I'm sure some people do, to be clear, and I think it should be something that's in the game. But I was shocked it got brought up so much over other stuff that I feel like has a higher encounter rate. Also, Chelsea is just dicking me out. Not had fun today at Stamford Bridge. To the point now where I'm thinking I might just throw on a load of young players just to kind of... I should pause the game, really. I'm going to throw in a load of young players here just to rest the legs of the big guns. Miller in. Buadi can have a rest. He's had a stinker, to be fair. Durasinmi on. Dans can have a rest. Thousands of hours and only ever did individual training. You and me both. I've been watching each part of Prem match. Do you go on holiday? Do you mean between the games, Andy? I play all the games in Park to Prem. It takes a lot of time, but I feel like I wouldn't be as invested in the save game if I just holidayed between. Like, if I'm winning, if I desperately need to play forward quickly, that is the worst own goal ever. If I desperately need to play forward quickly, there's times where I might instant result matches if I go 3 goals up or 3 goals down. But I make an effort to play all the games. How did this go in, by the way? Who kicked this onto the back of Jorgensen in goal? Johnny Rose shot. It hits the post. That is not a great clearance by Estevauers into the goalie. My camera settings are the broadcast camera. Do keepers still get assist contributions if they save a pen? No. I think that was just a visual bug anyway. They didn't actually get an assist on their stats as far as I'm aware. You know what's wild? We're 4-2 down in this game and I've been chilling, chat. I've not been locked in. The stats are actually pretty even. Let's go and attack him. Why not? The reason why not is probably because we'll concede, but we're playing a load of youth players at this point. I say youth player, I mean, there's Danny Radcliffe playing. That's basically the extent of the youth. 90 minutes in the Champo. That's going to help his development. We're underdogs out there. We gave it our best shot. If I watch my entire 38 league game season, I can't and count how many times wingbacks twat the ball into the side net from the byline, I'm hitting nearly 3 digits or 4 digits total. I'll be honest, low crossing I feel like fixes that a lot. Low crossing, chat. You heard it here first. Up the low crossing. Big fan. And just encouraging them to play narrower anyway. Right, chat, I think we will leave things there for today. We almost had an unbeaten stream. Chelsea ruined it. But after yesterday's stream where we literally couldn't win to start the year, and it was miserable, I think it's safe to say that we've turned around the season a little bit. A big run of wins. It's still early days in the Prem, but we're in 6th. It's very close with Man City running away with it. Champions League is still the aim. We're on course for it. Oh, Bungard. Let me jet Bungard to end the stream. Sorry, chat. Sorry to the Bungard fans. He's at Freiburg. He's got 1 goal on off the bench. I'm shocked that Freiburg have £18 million to spend on a bench option. But you know what? I'm not going to complain. I have their money. Right, chat, I'm going to leave things there for today. In terms of streams upcoming, I might do a similar late night stream to this on Wednesday. If not, I will be doing a stream on Thursday for sure. Probably like a more evening time stream. So it'll be one of those 2 days, probably, maybe even both. Who knows? You know what? Keep an eye out on Wednesday. If Liverpool have lost to PSV, the stream is cancelled. And in the meantime, there is loads of Park to Prem dropping every single weekday this week. And of course, if you've not seen the Egypt video that we did on YouTube, you should go watch that. Dropped on Sunday. It's a really, really fun one. Right, chat, I'm going to leave things there. Really appreciate you hanging out. I'm sorry it wasn't as much pain and suffering as the last stream. I know that's what you sick fucks are here for. But I appreciate you all. Have a lovely evening. Watch tomorrow's YouTube video. I'll see you next time. Sorry for the jump scare.